Here's your weather video for this Friday, December the 29th. Only 3 more days left in 2023. That's hard to believe. And call it Flaky Friday. Hoping for some flakes, but not counting on seeing very many. This is the regional radar tonight that I show you as I record this video just before 1 a.m. And I've lost data for the last few minutes. This data is a little old, but it'll be a little old whenever you see it, 12:45 or so. A few light showers beginning to show up now or really sprinkles probably, in west central Alabama, northwest Alabama, southeast of Moulton there in Lawrence County, back through Winston County, the northwestern corner of Walker County, through Fayette, and into northern Pickens, there around Reform. Light showers have been showing up for several hours over southern Tennessee, back into northern Mississippi, this big patch right here. But you can see temperatures are, in the middle and upper 30s in western Tennessee. Don't see anything really close to freezing, and it probably is not going to get that way. Some Auburn fans are already in Nashville for the Music City Bowl. Kind of cold and dreary. A little bit of snow tomorrow, light snow in the Nashville area. That'll probably continue into tomorrow evening, and the snow on Saturday morning should be kind of the east of the city over the Cumberland Plateau, and where they could see some accumulations around Crossville, between Cookeville and Crossville, and maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. And that'll be interesting. These systems sometimes have a way of surprising us, but so far, nothing. This is precipitation type right here, and we're still all green, no blue showing up, at least here in Alabama, Tennessee, or Mississippi. You go further north, and it's a different story. Good bit of snow across the state of Missouri now tonight. Snowing in places like Springfield, western side of St. Louis. Up in Illinois, and pretty decent snows falling around Decatur and Springfield there. So, it's pretty decent snows down into the Evansville area, southern Indiana. Some of that will probably get down into Kentucky tomorrow a little bit, but not expecting any really big problems from any of that. Now, really don't want to start here. I'm going to move over here. This is the upper pattern across North America, showing that big upper low Friday morning, going to be centered near Evansville, Indiana. You can see its influence over a wide area. But this area right here of sort of brighter green, an area of higher positive vorticity, upper level disturbance swinging through North Alabama, and that will bring some of that precipitation our way during the day later today. Now, could some of it mix with snow? Yes. Probably going to be likely more late afternoon into this evening. But, we'll be watching for any flakes that develop. Would be fun as we kind of put a capper on 2023 here. Let's go through time and look at what may be kind of happening. The upper low sort of weakens and lifts out. That upper disturbance gradually moves on to the east here by Saturday night and Sunday. A system moving through the Great Lakes on Sunday. Not really any influence for us. Sort of coagulates into that big trough that we see develop over North Carolina and sweep out to sea. Ridge develops for the middle part of the week. That'll give us some drier conditions. And then another system is in here by Thursday, pretty fast moving. A bowling ball of an upper low there moves down into Mexico. It swings out our way on Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th. An even bigger system affecting California there about the 8th and 9th. And then that takes on a really negative tilt, moves into the Central Plains, and sort of splits apart. But notice this upper ridge here that develops around Thursday the 10th or the 11th, Wednesday the 10th. This could really play a factor in our weather, especially if it sets up over here. Some of the more recent model runs have set it here. This would put us into a much warmer air mass and set the stage for this little system right here to potentially be a severe weather producer. Negative tilted trough moving into the mid-Mississippi Valley. That's going to be Saturday the 13th, Friday night the 12th. We'll be watching that closely, and we'll see a little bit more about that. But focusing more closely on today, Early in the morning, 6 a.m. off the HRRR, snow is widespread across southern Illinois, southern Indiana, mixing with some rain along the Ohio River. Lighter snows across southeastern Missouri down into the Arkansas area. Here in Alabama, we're just cloudy and chilly, but a few showers will move back down into the state late this morning, early this afternoon. This is the information for 4 p.m., showing some heavier showers, perhaps mixing with snow. The higher terrain of northeast Alabama there around Jackson County. Some ready to move down into Colbert and Lauderdale counties. We'll be watching that. Franklin County, looks like you might see some around 6 o'clock, but the GFS has been sort of over-predicting on this. Some heavier showers, I guess you could call it that. It's really going to be light rain at best. Down into the Birmingham area, 7, 8. So you might be wet if you're going out Friday night. A few showers still lingering in the Birmingham area as we approach midnight. A few showers across the Cumberland Plateau. They continue to load up there. That's where, as that trough moves on off to the east, we stay cloudy into Saturday, and I think that's probably very true. I need to be kind of checking off my forecast here just to make sure that I've got all this recorded properly in there. I'm calling for clearing during the afternoon on Saturday. 49 the high at Birmingham, upper 40s to the north, lower 50s to the south. Temperatures don't just have a really big range. But as we go into the late afternoon, clouds still hanging tough but eroding from the southwest. And if that's true, we might see some clearing during the afternoon, as we said. These are accumulation amounts off the different precipitation types off the HRRR, showing rain still the story through this morning for Alabama and Tennessee. No snow really showing up yet. The bigger snowfall totals, of course, back over the Midwest. As we go through the day today, you see some showers, snow showers begin to show up over Tennessee, some down into northwest Alabama by this evening. And that trend continues. The snow progresses eastward, but we really don't see any more in Alabama. We've kind of reached our apex by 8, 9 o'clock tonight. As we go, through Saturday, some of those better accumulating amounts are, forming over the Cumberland Plateau of Tennessee, as we said earlier. So that's a pretty good expectation of what we see. This is the 0C model data, the very latest data we have at this point, at this time of night. The 06C run will be starting to come in here pretty shortly. But for early Friday morning, the upper low centered over southern Kentucky, middle Tennessee, northern Alabama, maybe a little wintry mix right there over the northwestern part. We'll be watching that closely. But again, we get sort of a respite, some snow down into North Alabama during the evening hours. That makes sense. Doesn't really line up very well with the HRRR, but we'll be watching for that. Moves on out of here. We said clearing during the afternoon on Saturday. Sunday, we're going to start off the day sunny, but you'll see increasing clouds again by the afternoon. We will warm up a little bit more than I think we thought. 57 the daytime high at Birmingham on Sunday. That'll be calling for lower middle 50s to the north, and maybe they'll hit 60 in Montgomery. We'll kind of see how that goes. As we move into Sunday, we stay dry, through the day. Nothing happening until late Sunday night. After midnight, showers begin to break out over the Arklatex and move east. They're into Mississippi before sunrise, and they're into Alabama during the early morning hours. Now, the system doesn't look quite as wet to me as it did previously. As a matter of fact, we could probably swing over here and take some 24-hour precipitation estimates off of it, and you see, quarter inch is about really all we can expect to get out of that system. But it'll be on out of here, probably. Let's go back and time this out. Rain gets here, late Sunday night, early Monday. I'm calling for rain likely during the morning. Some afternoon clearing. That's promising. 52 the daytime high on Monday for Birmingham. Tuesday, January 2nd, we should start off mostly sunny. Look, high pressure centered north of Nashville there. And, it should dominate our weather for Tuesday. Will be chilly, though. Afternoon highs upper 40s in North Alabama, lower 50s to middle 50s across the central part of the state, but it should be a pretty nice day. Clouds don't stay away very long, though. By Wednesday, they're increasing again. You can see our next system potentially bringing some snow to northwestern Arkansas, maybe parts of Oklahoma. By 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, rain is again knocking on the doorstep of western Alabama. Rain will return faster than I thought. I may have to update the forecast. I was saying that it would return late Wednesday night. Looks like it's probably going to return during the day on Wednesday. We'll start off, I would imagine, a little warmer than my forecast. We're going to tweak that. I said 32. Looks like that might be a little cool. We could shoot over there and see, kind of what the model's calling for. Of course, this is just one model run, but a little faster with this into here Wednesday. I think the rain is with us a good bit of the day. Kind of slow to move out. Some snow's developed there in northeastern Tennessee, the Smokies along the North Carolina-Tennessee border. And that rain is not really out of here until early Thursday morning. So I'm tweaking my forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Rain continuing during the morning on Thursday I don't think is really right. It's probably out of here, some clearing, probably by noon and later in the day. Now we're through the end of our 7-day now. Thursday's clearing, moving out. Right here we're still dry for Friday. Saturday, system coming out of the Gulf, taking more of a southwesterly track, but a lot of high pressure over the southeastern United States. That system will be able to work some showers in here as a surface low develops southeast of New Orleans on Sunday, or late Saturday night, and then moves on out. The surface low moves across southwestern Georgia. That's a good position for us to not have to deal with severe weather. We might hear some rumbles of thunder. I guess we could check and see if we see a little bit of Cape. No Cape for Alabama for sure. So, we probably don't even hear any thunder. We just have a nice little general rain. That's this Sunday morning the 7th, and that's on out of here by late Sunday evening. Precipitation off of this system, it's going to look like this. Parts of eastern Alabama might get, close to 2 inches. So, hopefully that's true. We continue to want to erode that drought map wherever we can. But western Alabama counties might not see very much at all. The transition area looks like it'll be about I-65 with 3/4 of an inch of rain appearing in that corridor. Now, as we go through time into Monday the 8th, we're dry. Look here, Tuesday the 9th, another big system coming our way. Got double-barrel lows there, one on the Kansas-Oklahoma border with lots of rain there from southeastern Kansas. So a quick transition back to the northwest to a wintry mix, and then lots of snow over western Kansas. And then very heavy rains, Arkansas, Louisiana. We'll watch that. That system moves in here pretty quickly. Blink and you'll miss it. This is Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. We're soaking here, but by midnight it's moving on out of here. It's a very progressive system. Hopefully get some decent rainfall amounts out of it. 24-hour totals, don't look really awesome. Probably half to 3/4 of an inch. Some western Alabama counties this time get in on it. Also, the I-85 corridor just north of there could be a little bit of heavier rain up to the north of Atlanta. So we'll, kind of watch for that. Of course, this is not a specific forecast this time. We're just getting ideas. We're way out here, January 10th now. And going back to our multi-parameter chart, that system's moving on out. It's the 11th. We might be warming up a little bit, but this system's developing along the Gulf Coast. That front's starting to light back up Friday the 12th. It's not quite like what the last run looked like. Had a much stronger ridge up here. If that happens, we're going to get a nice fetch of warm, moist air, and that's going to set the stage for the potential for severe weather over southeast Texas, probably on Thursday night, the 11th. Friday morning, the 12th, that system limped in here. But that older run, just had a much different look. Let's go back and see this. You see here the first system moves through, but the front sets up further to the north. Here comes this surface low on Friday night the 12th. It's centered over northwest Alabama, and we got quite a bit of Cape right in here. In western Alabama, we seem to be the sort of the epicenter. There's some Cape values that are approaching, 700-800 joules a Cape, maybe 1,000, right there over eastern Mississippi, western Alabama. We know what that can mean. We can have all sorts of not fun things happening if we get that sort of event. It's going to pop up some 850 millibar winds, and look, they're really, really strong. So that's going to be a lot of shear. Just really has a strong severe weather look to it there on Friday night the 12th into early on Saturday the 13th. And you can thank or blame this strong subtropical ridge to the east, which a lot of times sets the stage for those sort of things. Nothing really to talk about the clouds. I think we've got them all lined up now, and we know where we're going with all that. Now, Saturday the 13th will be the one-year anniversary of the Selma tornado. Hit that historic town. Weather Service in Birmingham has put on a fabulous event to go back and remember that day. A chance for people who live in Selma to come out and tell their stories, to learn about preparedness and safety, pick up some neat free tools that can help them, and as you learn and enjoy some refreshments. It will be from 10 until 12 at the Arts Revive. If you live in Selma, you probably know where that is, number 3 Church Street, and lots of great sponsors in Selma and nationally, like Midland Weather Radio. One of our best friends will be there talking about the devastating tornado that hit 1 year ago on January the 13th. Well, that's your weather video for this Friday the 29th. I've really enjoyed putting it together for you. I've got lots of notes on the blog. Please read them. Have a complete update on the forecast coming up at noon. We'll have updates anytime we feel like they're necessary, with the potential for a few flakes flying around. And try to keep you dry. Take your umbrella with you tomorrow just in case, but I don't think you'll need it very much. I'll hand the chair over to Scott tomorrow. He'll have the one video for Saturday. I'll see you back Sunday morning. And until I get that opportunity, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky, because you'll always have something fun to look at.